Good evening and a very warm welcome to Sports City Extra. Today is on Monday, the 6th of October 2025. We are here to review and analyze the sporting action over the weekend and what to expect in this week. Now, we'll start with the leagues locally and mentioning just the other leagues and looking at how the standings are, not forgetting about the international break. We'll be looking at matches to be played in the World Cup qualifiers and of course the Premier League, how things were over the weekend, as Liverpool has given rival fans something to talk about. Harry Kane, Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland are having a very, very interesting competition in terms of scoring goals. We'll be talking about that and so much that we have lined up for you in this great show. My name is Chris Mololo. Our sign language interpreter is Gideon Minor, and Felix Makona is here with me as my co-host. So let's begin. Hi Felix.
Hi.
Usinianze sai, uko aje? How are you?
I'm really good. My happiness comes exactly kwa hiyo kitu nasema nisikuanze sai because Liverpool have been winning luckily. They have been winning in the late minutes. But now they have been
I'll tell you the problem of Liverpool.
Yeah.
Tukifika hapo.
Sawa.
Because I know it. Mi nimekuwa fan wa Liverpool for around 16 seasons from 2008. So I've seen worse seasons than this. So hiyo nitakuambia tukifika hapo. Now, I think we can start with the FKF Premier League or the SportPesa Premier League. Some of the matches that were played yesterday. I hope you have the results.
Yeah, I have the result with me here. Starting from third was on Friday.
Yeah.
And Sofapaka were beaten 1-0 by Kakamega Homeboys. Then Posta Rangers versus AFC Leopards, it was a 2-2 draw. Bandari versus Muranga Seal, it was a 3-1 win for Bandari.
Yeah.
Then KCB versus Gor Mahia beat KCB 1-0. Then Mathare United versus Kariobangi Sharks won 2-1. Then Kenya Police versus APS Bomet. Kenya Police had a red card. Marvin Nabwira had a red card, but they managed to win 1-0 against APS Bomet. Ulinzi Stars versus Mara Sugar won 2-1 against Ulinzi Stars. Then Tusker versus Shabana, it was a 1-1 draw. Then today at 3 there was a game, but the result will be coming in.
Yeah. We'll update the viewers in our bulletins tomorrow. You forgot to mention Posta Rangers. They played, I think they also played on Friday, a 2-2 draw with AFC Leopards, right?
Yeah, I mentioned Posta Rangers.
Yeah,
I've mentioned Posta Rangers now because Liverpool was beaten. You are confused.
You did mention Posta Rangers.
Posta Rangers.
I was keenly listening to you. It's okay. Now, how does the table look like?
As per the table, Shabana is leading with 7 points. Then Posta Rangers is the second with 7 points also. But remember, the three teams, that is Shabana, Posta Rangers and Gor Mahia have one game in hand.
Yeah.
Because this is match week 4, but they still have one game in hand that will
They've played 3 matches.
Yeah, and others are played 4. So, Gor Mahia is third with 6 points. KCB is fourth with 6 points also. Then Kariobangi Sharks is fifth with 5 points. Number 6 is Ulinzi Stars with 5 points. Bandari is 7 with 4 points. Kakamega Homeboys is 8 with 4 points. Then Kenya Police is 9 with 4 points. Mara Sugar is 10 with 4 points also. Mathare United 11 with 4 points. Bidco United is 12 with 3 points. Nairobi United is 13 with 3 points. Muranga Seal is 14 with 3 points too. Number 15 is AFC Leopards with 2 points. Remember, they have only played 2 games.
Yeah.
So if you add 2 games there, that is 6 points. So it means they will even surpass. This is Shabana, who are leading the table. Then Tusker FC is number 16 with 2 points. Sofapaka is number 17 with 1 point, while APS Bomet, which was promoted to the SportPesa Premier League, is now number 18 with 0 points.
Okay. Now, I don't know what's wrong with Tusker FC. They've been title contenders like in the very many seasons that we've been watching the FKF Premier League. And I think it's because of the transition. I think a lot of players moved, and Coach Okere brought new players in the squad, and that could be the reason why they are struggling, but hope they'll get that momentum. Another thing I have to commend is about Posta Rangers. Sami Omolo Pamzo has really started well. Last season, he helped Posta Rangers survive the relegation, and this season, he has started so well. Now, we can shift gears now to La Liga.
Yeah.
Wow, Barcelona is also facing some bad times.
You know, the challenges come in. It is like Liverpool. Now that
Must you mention Liverpool?
But it is the truth.
Okay.
I'm speaking the factual
Continue.
side. I'm not speaking the feeling side. You know.
Okay.
Because you are beaten, but this is now Barcelona. It is the same as Liverpool.
Yeah, let's talk about Barcelona.
Yeah, the last time Sevilla beat Barcelona, it was 11-1. That was in 1940.
Yeah.
They have never done so again. So it has been always Barcelona winning. And when you see Barcelona playing against Sevilla, they were winning luckily, because Sevilla is hard to beat these days.
Yeah.
Especially when it meets big teams like Real Madrid, Barcelona, and all Atletico Madrid. They usually keep themselves in touch, and they play a really good football. So when you look at this side, Sevilla, it was their time now to flourish. And even when they started the game, according to my view, they were going to win the game. Because how they were controlling Barcelona, especially in the first 30 minutes, I saw that this is a different Sevilla. And in those 30 minutes, they managed to score all the goals, or all the chances, or many of the chances they had. That is what Barcelona didn't manage the pressure from Sevilla. And that's what made them to be beaten. Marcus Rashford came in when he was in the game, but he came in to score when it was 45 plus 7 minutes. Meaning already Sevilla were up 2-1 in the first half. But in the second half, I think Sevilla used their lucky chances and they managed to score.
Yeah, they capitalized on their chances.
Remember, Lamine Yamal was not playing yesterday because he was hurt in the public area. You know, the public area. So I think Lamine Yamal had a girlfriend. I don't want to mention the girlfriend, but according to the various outlets, they went on a vacation. The last time you had Lamine Yamal was injured, he was not injured, because how can you be injured while you are on vacation? You need to be in the hospital. So, and his injury was in the public area, not pubic. It was in the pubic area. So Lamine Yamal again, he suffered another injury in the same place. So I think also one thing we should also look in this matter, the girlfriend is older than Lamine Yamal. So I don't want to go deeper into there, but Mololo, what I'm telling you, Lamine Yamal, if he could have played that game yesterday, he could have helped Barcelona, but because he loved worldly things more than football, now that he is outside and his club is losing.
No comment. Anyway, despite Barcelona losing, they are still in the second position.
From number 1 to number 8,
Yeah.
Real Madrid is leading with 21 points. Remember the other time, Barcelona overtook Real Madrid because of Real Madrid lost to Atletico Madrid 5-2.
Yeah.
Now that they have Barcelona have lost to Sevilla, I think it has changed in 1 week. It is like a switch position like Arsenal and Liverpool. So Real Madrid is leading number 1 with 21 points. Barcelona is second with 19 points. Villarreal is third with 16 points. Real Betis fourth with 15 points. Athletic Club have 13 points. They are fifth. Then sixth is Elche with 13 points. Number 7 is Atletico Madrid with 13 points. While Sevilla, that played with Barcelona yesterday and they beat them, they are 10 points. Now they have 13 points.
This Elche team could be the surprise of the season.
Could they be Crystal Palace of England?
Yeah. They are really playing so well.
Yeah.
And looking at Elche, their history has been that team fighting relegation.
Yeah.
But this season, they look stronger. Now, we can move to Germany.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the Bundesliga table. Because of time, I think we can't talk about so much, but you can just tell us the results. Bayern, I think they won.
Yeah, let's start with the result.
Yes.
On Friday, that was on 3rd, we had Hoffenheim versus Köln. Köln won 1-0. Bremen versus St. Pauli. Bremen won 1-0. Augsburg versus Wolfsburg. It was a 3-1 win for Augsburg. Bayer Leverkusen versus Union Berlin. It was a 2-0 win for Bayer Leverkusen. Borussia Dortmund versus RB Leipzig, where Nkunku and other small players originated. That is 1-1. Frankfurt versus Bayern. It was a 3-0 for Bayern. And then Stuttgart versus Heidenheim. It was 1-0 for Stuttgart. HSV versus Mainz 05. HSV beat Mainz 05 4-0. Then Borussia Mönchengladbach. That one, I think you can't mention like that.
Today you pronounced it well.
Yeah. It depends which school you went, because me, I went to the Borussia Mönchengladbach versus SC Freiburg. It was a 0-0 draw. When you look at the standings, Bayern are leading with 18 points. Borussia Dortmund has 14 points. RB Leipzig has 13 points. Stuttgart is 4th with 12 points. Bayer Leverkusen is 5th with 11 points. Köln is 6th with 10 points, while Frankfurt is 7th with 9 points.
Yeah. Oh, Hurricane is doing that thing.
Is the top scorer.
Is breaking records that no one is really talking about.
But I'm sorry, he was not linked to Liverpool, because Liverpool is our focus point. Because Mololo, I will tell you the truth. If Hurricane was at Liverpool, he could not have scored all those goals. Remember, there was time Hurricane was either to go to Manchester United or Liverpool. So I pity Liverpool so much, because they even took the best striker in the Premier League. That is Isak. Isak has not scored any goal. Or
he has an assist.
Do you sign ghost strikers and ghost midfielders in the name of... Okay, we'll come there.
We'll come there.
For now...
Man, this guy is not giving me peace, but it's okay.
But it is the truth.
Now, I want us to move to the French Ligue 1.
Yeah.
And then we finalize with the Italian Serie A. So the standings in the Ligue 1, how does the table look like?
In the French Ligue 1, let's just look directly at the standings.
Yes.
Because just to mention some of the big result yesterday, Lille versus PSG, it was a 1-1 draw. This was a late night game. Then AS Monaco versus Nice, it was a draw of 2-2.
2-2.
Then Le Havre versus Rennes, it was a draw of 2-2 also. Strasbourg versus Angers, it was a 5-0 win for Strasbourg.
Yeah.
So if we look at the standings, you know, always PSG, Paris Saint-Germain 16 points, Marseille 15 points, and this one also takes me to the English Premier League. Okay, but let's continue.
Please don't.
Let's continue with this. So Strasbourg has 15 points. They are coming third. Then Lyon has also 15 points. AS Monaco fifth with 13 points. I think this is one of the tightest competition in the top leagues of Europe.
This time they don't want to be called Farmers League.
Yeah.
I think the competition has really become so stiff,
But
unlike other seasons.
But Luis Enrique at some point said after winning the Champions League, after beating Inter Milan 5-0, he said, now everyone are saying that the France League 1 is the Farmers League because PSG always takes it. Now after beating Inter, he said, so beating Inter Milan 5-0 in the Champions League final, we are still the Farmers League. So I think he was brutally honest with this league, because France League 1 has been underrated most of the times. And even if you look like the strikers that clubs have signed from the France League 1 are performing. Let's start from Ekitike, although he came from Frankfurt. But he was there at League 1 before he joined Frankfurt. They are performing. Look at the other strikers coming from the France League 1. Kylian Mbappe is performing.
They've produced so many good players. Even a team like Lille, looking at them, they've produced some very good players. Hazard wamekuwa hapo.
Gabriel Magalhaes of Arsenal.
When you go to teams like Monaco, that's where Mbappe came from. They even Thierry Henry at some point he played for that team.
I love when you mention Thierry Henry. But let's not forget even Dembele won the Ballon d'Or and he was there in the France League 1. So it is one of the best league and it's producing many talents.
Okay, let's now go to the Italian Serie A before we take the break.
When we look at the Italy Serie A, this weekend there were a lot of games playing in the Italy Serie A. First of all, we have to look at the games that played yesterday. Juventus drew 0-0 with AC Milan. Then Napoli versus Genoa. You remember Genoa? This was my bet. Remember yesterday I won my bet Mololo because of Napoli. Napoli in the first half, Genoa was winning 1-0. In the second half, our very own striker in the English Premier League, that is Højlund, who was chased away by Manchester United. He came in, he started the game, but an assist from Kevin De Bruyne changed the game. He scored in the second half to make sure that Napoli got away with all the 3 points. So congratulations Manchester United for giving away Højlund. He is now helping this side Napoli.
It's because he is around the pass masters. KDB is doing wonders.
So you say at Manchester United there is no pass master. Who is Bruno? Bruno is a pass master. We have Mbeumo and Cunha. They are feeding the striking position very well. So Fiorentina versus Roma. Roma won 2-1. And Bologna versus Casapia. It was Bologna win 4-0. And then when you look at the standings in the Italy Serie A, you find that Napoli are leading with 15 points. Roma are second with 15 points also. Milan are third with 13 points. Juventus are fourth with 12 points, while Inter are fifth with 12 points. This is another tight contention.
This is another tight league. But I think Napoli can retain this title once again.
Me, I don't see Napoli. Let's have another winner because there are good teams here in Italy, and you can't say Napoli will repeat because I dislike Napoli.
Why?
But their winning last season, it was just by luck. It was by luck. I remember when I was looking at the table at the end of the season, I saw Napoli last season were winning not many goals, just 1 goal,
Yeah.
2 goals, and that was courtesy of Lukaku.
But I always tell you a win is a win. A win is a win. Hata kama ni goals ngapi, even if it's 1-0, a win is a win. So,
but you know, if we are used to winning games in that manner, you are not winning convincingly, so that when your day reaches, it will reach your day. And teams have tried like this, and they have swallowed their own medicine, which they cooked themselves.
I know where you are heading with this.
No, I'm not talking about Liverpool. This one, I'm talking the truth. You see, this season, even yesterday, they were supposed to lose. This Napoli were losing in the first half because Genoa was 1-0.
Yeah.
So it was that their resurrection. If it was not that resurrection, even Napoli could not be leading. They could be having now 12 points. They could not be even second or third. They could be fourth.
Yeah.
So what I'm telling you, Malolo, this thing is a game of numbers. It is about numbers. So Napoli, if they want to win, they should improve their numbers. Their numbers this season are too low also. Because I don't see this season a game where Napoli has beaten a team more than 3 goals. So that is my general view. But here we have some highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juventus versus AC Milan. Eh?
Yeah.
All right. To start at Old Trafford, where Ruben Amorim's job is kind of secure once again after they beat Sunderland 2-0. And this was the first match for the new goalkeeper.
Yeah, Sane Lamens.
And he started very well. Anything to talk about Manchester United? Do you think this win could be a reason for the management to give Amorim the benefit of doubt?
Amorim, I think Manchester United believe in Amorim so much. And even after the fans said he should be sacked, the management backed him and said he will be given until the end of the season. And on my side, as I can see, as an analyst, Ruben Amorim, he was there in the, that is Portuguese league.
Yeah.
In the Portuguese league, as a coach at Sporting Lisbon, he managed to play with the same system and he was winning games. He had the longest streak of winning game in the, that is the Portuguese league.
Yeah.
Now that he is in the Premier League, he wanted to adapt the same system at Manchester United. And that system worked against Sunderland. But against other teams, that system has been looking to be working, but it never worked. Against Arsenal, it never worked. It worked only against Burnley, and they won 3-2.
Yeah.
Remember?
In the very last minute,
Yeah.
Bruno
Yeah.
scoring that penalty.
They use the tactics like other teams in the English Premier League. But my point is, Ruben Amorim will be given time.
Yeah.
But we don't know. My only doubt at Manchester United is Sunderland is a small team. That is for sure. They beat Sunderland. Now that after the international break, which is this week and next week, we have to see when they are going to face Manchester United. When they are going to face Manchester City, when they are going to face Liverpool, are they ready to work? When they are going to face Crystal Palace, will their system work? So if their system work, then we say Ruben Amorim is 100-fitted to solve Manchester United pressure. Because currently at Manchester United, though they are number 10, which means they are on the first page of the English Premier League, how is the pressure at the club to be managed by the coach? How will he manage the pressure going into the season? Now that in the December month, we will not be having that break. We'll not be having an international break. So it will be games after games.
Yeah.
So if he has that consistency in that December month, we will say Ruben Amorim is fitted for Manchester United. But for now, we cannot say the win he won against Chelsea has cemented that Manchester United is a top team right now. And losing to Arsenal, losing to other teams means that there's still some inconsistency. We can say the fixtures were hard for the opener games, especially against Arsenal. But going into this season, we have seen they have been given Brentford, they were beaten 3-1. The subsequent game, which was Sunderland, they won 2-0. So, Mololo, there's still a lot of consistency at Manchester United. We don't know if Ruben Amorim is planning to play Kobe Maino. We don't know if he's planning to play Joshua Zirkzee. Because these two players have been frustrated at Manchester United and they want to leave, according to report. In the January transfer window, maybe they can leave. So, the work is still in Ruben Amorim's hand.
Arsenal versus West Ham. Arsenal also got their win, which brought them to the top of the table. That's why you hear Felix speaking the way he wants. Now, what do you want to say?
But that is the thing. That is the thing we have to talk about. Arsenal, remember in the recent seasons, Arsenal has been struggling with that consistency. Remember, the 3 seasons, Arsenal has finished the second on the EPL table. Simply because that consistency was not there. And if Arsenal have started to be consistent, remember the 2 teams that we beat in the last 2 matches that Arsenal played in the English Premier League was against Newcastle. We came from behind to win it. How many times has Newcastle beaten Arsenal? Many of the times. Last season, they are among the teams that denied us the English Premier League trophy. The other 2 seasons, West Ham has been beating Arsenal. Home and away, imagine. In that derby, West Ham has dominated. So, it was our time to show them that this season, Arsenal is going with consistency. The other season, Arsenal was complaining about squad depth. The squad depth. Piero Hincapié has not even played 1 game at Arsenal, and you hear he is a star. At Bayer Leverkusen and Ecuador, he has been helping those teams so much.
Now we are coming to the big match of the weekend, Chelsea versus Liverpool. I don't know if I can allow this guy to talk, but let me talk first. So everyone is wondering where the problem is with Liverpool. And as a Liverpool fan, something that I have observed is that Arne Slot inherited everything from Klopp last season, and that's why he won the league. Yeah, that's one thing that you have to agree with me. Everything he inherited from Klopp, the squad, the mentality, and everything. The reason why Arne Slot is struggling this season is because he is trying to implement his own system. And I think it was so soon for him to do that, but the earlier, the better for him. For now, he will be struggling, but when he gains that momentum, then he will be good to go. Because he is a good coach. We've seen him even in Netherlands while coaching Feyenoord. He was performing so well. He even won trophies. So in Liverpool, he has a good squad, although the players are struggling with fitness and adaptability. So this is just a matter of time, and this team will gel. But something else we have to observe is that Liverpool is missing Trent. That creativity that Trent Alexander-Arnold used to bring in that team is lacking. They don't have that good natural right back, because Conor Bradley he's not so good. In fact, in the Chelsea's game, he was doing a lot of careless mistakes. He even survived a red card, and that's why he was substituted. Jeremy Frimpong, on the other hand, is a good right back, but you can't compare him to Trent. So I think if Liverpool wants to succeed in this season, if possible, in January they can get a good right back that can be providing those creative passes to the rest of the team. But I know now rival fans have something to enjoy, but enjoy it while it lasts, because when Liverpool get back to winning ways, mtaitana.
But
Sawa.
what you are talking, you are talking of what you expect. But here we are talking of what happened. So what happened is Liverpool, first of all, they brought in someone who can't work in the name of Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz is a ghost worker.
No.
That game, he had a rating of what? 5 point. For an attacking midfielder to have a rating of 5.0,
Okay.
it means there is no drive of football into the opponent box. That's one thing.
Allow me to say something about Florian.
Yeah.
You could see how he was performing in Bayer Leverkusen.
Yeah.
It's not the same way he's performing in Liverpool. I think the only problem with Florian Wirtz is pressure, and the price tag, the money that he was bought with is something that he's giving him so much pressure to deliver. But when this guy relaxes his mind,
No,
He's a
remove
good
that.
midfielder.
Remove that from your expectation.
He's just pressured.
Because I can give you at least 2 players that were signed from other leagues, and they are performing. Let's start with the same Liverpool. Hugo Ekitike from Frankfurt. Is he performing? He
Yes,
is
he
performing.
is.
Let's go even to other club, not like Liverpool. We have Mosquito of Arsenal. He was just a wonder kid from somewhere else. He's performing. Now, when Liverpool bought Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen, they knew you are going to perform. Because tell me a club like Liverpool,
Yeah, of course.
remember, let me finish. You cannot, a club like Liverpool cannot go and sign a player from a club and they know their level of playing and they know they want this player to perform and they bring in a player to come and test him. No, if they wanted to do that, they could have bought him on loan. That is the truth. Now that he is underperforming, you are saying it is because of pressure.
Yeah, it's pressure.
The leagues that the times that Arsenal Liverpool has been beating teams, including Arsenal, Florian Wirtz has not been performing in that game. It is not one game. If it was pressure, we can say like Arsenal attacking midfielder, that is Martin Odegaard. There was time Martin Odegaard was not performing. It was due to pressure because after the injury, the people or the fans wanted him to come back and perform directly. But in this case of Liverpool, it is just they bought the wrong player. He doesn't fit in the
No, he's
Liverpool.
not the wrong player. And if you listened to me keenly, I was telling you, Arne Slot is trying to implement his own system. And this is something that will take time. So,
but what time? How many?
It doesn't matter.
Give us
It doesn't matter.
Give us the period. If you are saying
It
2
will
years,
take time.
but
It will take time.
Mololo.
Even if it's the entire season, but it will take time. Tottenham won 2-1. This team is another team that is really looking like it could be contending for the title. Thomas Frank has really improved the team because, of course, looking at them, they have that squad depth that is required. They like have everything. So, what do you have to say about Tottenham? How do you expect them to perform this season?
I expect Tottenham to give that competition, but not winning the league. Yeah. So in your statement, delete the word winning the league, because the league...
I even didn't say winning. I said contending for the title.
But contending, remove Tottenham, because Tottenham, they reach a point, they have a lot of inconsistencies. Remember, they started with the Bournemouth beating them 1-0, and they went on even to losing some of the games. Even in the Champions League against
they only lost one game.
Against Bodo Glimt, Liverpool, Tottenham fumbled. And I don't want to say that they look like contenders. The real title contenders is Manchester City. No, I've gone wrong. Let's start with the one that looks to win, or the one that's leading. The title contender here is Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City. Chelsea comes fourth. But these other teams, they're just to drive us, to give us energy.
To give us that stiff competition.
Yeah, because we cannot be winning the league by ourselves. It shall be useless. So Tottenham is there. Maybe what they are aiming for is to qualify for the Champions League again next season. But winning the league, remove Tottenham. A team that has only conceded 3 goals. And it has not conceded even 1 goal, more than 1 goal in a game, is what? So those are the teams that looks like to win the league.
Okay.
These other teams, they have inconsistencies, though they are scoring, but they concede also. So that's my point.
All right. Well, that will be all for today on Sports City Extra. Felix, your last words as we end.
My last word is that next week shall be the international break, and we will also be bringing you the show live on Saturday, whereby we will be talking about the fate Kenya has had in the World Cup qualifiers, not forgetting about all other nations that will be participating in the next year World Cup 2026. And also, this week is a prayer month. We will be praying for the teams, especially those that are seriously contesting to win their respective leagues, especially starting from here in Kenya, Shabana. In England, we have Arsenal, and that is the strongest player we are sending to them. In Germany, we have Bayern. In Spain, we have Real Madrid. In France, we have Paris Saint-Germain. In Netherlands, we have Ajax. In Italy, we have Juventus. I pray for them.
Just because you hate Napoli.
Yeah.
Anyway, also, don't forget that Harambee Stars is playing on Thursday.
Yeah.
Playing Burundi.
Yeah.
We'll be updating you on our sports news and also on our website. Visit there, www.sciencetv.co.ke, and also interact with us on all our social media platforms. My name is Chris Mololo. Our sign language interpreter has been Gideon Minor. We wish you a good night and enjoy the rest of your viewing.